Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at the AutoCAD symbol library to build some ladder diagrams and some logic. So what you have is a drawing that's going to look kind of like this. Yours might be a little bit different depending on the zoom. So the first thing we got to do is we got to zoom. So the way that I zoom is I click into here and I move the mouse ball. I just kind of roll it back and forth and that zooms it. Okay. Now if I want to pan, I just hold the mouse ball down that little, and then I move left to right like this. So between panning and zooming, we're going to get a lot done here. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of come over to this here. I'm going to zoom in. I'm going to push the ball. I'm going to pan up a little bit. I'll zoom in a little bit more. So this is kind of where I'm going to do my control circuit. So now it says F9 to turn off and on grid snap. The grid snap should be on if you downloaded this off of the D2L site. F3 to turn on off the object snap. The object snap should be off. So I'm sorry, the grid snap should be on. The object snap should be off. Okay. So the first thing we're going to build is we're going to build push button 1 turns on light 1. Okay. So if I just zoom out and scroll over, I want a push button, and that's going to be an input device. So if I scroll in here and I look around a little bit, I'm going to see a normally open push button right here. I don't want the words here. I just want the 1 PB and the item here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to type COPY, copy. I'm going to pick the whole thing with a window, okay, and then I'm hit enter. And then it's snapping automatically. So you'll see that it automatically snaps around to this. So I just click this button here, then I scroll out with the ball, I pan over by pushing it, and then I scroll back in, and I'm going to put it right there. So now it still wants to put a push button in, but I'm going to go ahead and I'll hit escape. So there I go. I've got 1 PB. And now I want to turn on, I said a light, I think. So if I use this, pushing on the button and then scrolling over, I'll find a light. That's an output device. So I go here, oh, here's a pilot light right here. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to copy, COPY. I'm going to select it, click enter, and it will only let me, it'll let me snap around, but I want that point right there. So I'll left click, zoom out, and then I'll kind of zoom in here and pan over, and I guess I can probably put this maybe over here somewhere like that. Okay, hit escape. Let's connect them. I'm going to use L for line, L, enter, and it will automatically put the line from there to there. Hit escape, and then L for line, and it will automatically click those 2 points, and I've got this. Now I need to edit this a little bit, so I can just double click on the text right there, and let's make this a G for a green light, and then click out here. Okay, so I got 1 LT in G. All right, now let's say I'm going to put 2 devices here. Device 1 or device 2 turns on the second light. So let's do another PB. Okay, now I could grab a PB from over here and copy it over here, or I could recognize that, hey, I've already got a PB right here. So why don't I just copy that? COPY, and I'm going to catch it from here to here. I'm going left to right, and I'll just copy it from there to there. Okay, so I've got the second PB. But this needs to be edited, so I'll just double click it, and I'll click here, and I'll backspace, and it'll be the 2 PB. So 2 PB, and then I want another device. I want an OR. So what I'm going to need to do is I need to come over here, and I got to put in a branch circuit. Okay, so I'm going to go copy, and I'm going to get these from here to here, and it will snap to there. And I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to snap that branch circuit into here. Okay, escape. Now I've got this thing here. That was the start of that other rung, so let's get rid of it. E to erase, enter, click it, hit enter. It's erased. All right. So now I need another device. What would we want? I want to do like a limit switch or something. I'm going to go to my input devices. Here's a limit switch right here. COPY, copy, enter. Click a window, click, enter. Click here, scroll out, scrolling over here, and pan a little bit. I'll put the limit switch right there, and hit escape. And then I want to put on a device. You just want to have it turn on another light. We already got a light right here. So well, let's do another device. Let's see what else I got we could turn on for my output devices. I'm going to have a control relay right here. How about that? So copy, C-O-P-Y, select it, enter, click, and then come on over here about where you want it. Looks like it's going to be on here, about there. I'll select and then hit escape. I'll do L for line, from here to here, click, click, escape, L, enter, click, click, escape. And then there I have my power circuit. You can go ahead in here and you can select this here and add your project and your date and your name and everything. And then when you get done, you'll want to delete these two items here by clicking E to erase. And when you go to print it, if you click the ladder right here, you'll see that it makes it fit into the 8.5 by 11 sheet, and you can just go ahead and click print. It's all set to print it. Or if you were doing a PLC diagram and you're adding devices to the power rail here to show how they were connected to a PLC module, for example, you would add those items, and then when you clicked over here on the PLC, then it's all laid out to make a nice print of to show how your devices went into your input modules or your output modules. Okay, and so what you have here is the diagram, is the symbol, and there's lots of symbols in here. The most common ones. Here's a Siemens PLC. Here's a generic input modules for a PLC where you can put the address on here and put some other information about what's going on. And then that pretty much does it for how to use this symbol library to quickly generate a ladder diagram like that.